Okay, we're back with another entry for Sector Void. Now, where we left off was we were having an exchange with, I believe, the Legion. So the Legion is a notorious criminal syndicate in Sector Void. Now, their leader is Maximus. He is, so far, the shadowy figure behind who we're speaking to. But we're basically setting up a plan, a ruse, to make it seem that the Legion is going to quote unquote ambush us to steal the cargo we have that is apparently being delivered straight to Yugo's hands. And there is an AI cube device that has valuable information for Yugo. So, as we are this kind of nomad character in Sector Void, somewhat, on the side of good, seeing that Sector Void is kind of has its own mechanics, and should it be taken over by some kind of big conglomerate, we're basically reaching out to a wild tiger that rules a part of Sector Void and says, "Hey, we got something of value that could be of interest to you because of this external force that's most likely going to be a threat to your own resources." So right now we're in conversation with this person, and it says, "I mentioned I have a powerful AI cube device and 9 other containers that remain unopened. Most likely the other U inventory worth scavenging." So I'm basically giving Maximus and his team and his clan basically a present from Yugo. The gruff voice responds, "Very well, Lexicon. You have a deal. Prepare to be boarded and ambushed upon your arrival at the designated coordinates. And don't worry, we'll make sure Yugo doesn't get their hands on it." As you end the transmission, you take a deep breath, feeling a mix of relief and anxiety. And also, behind the scenes information here, some house rules, or housekeeping. I'm made a little upgrade in my service, so I have access now to Wizard and GPT-4o, but I noticed Wizard is actually a step up from Mixtral, I pronounce it. So we'll go ahead and start using that. Okay, I'm basically going to say I set the coordinates to the location provided and prepare myself for the fiction. I guess for the setup ambush. All right. As you input the coordinates given by the Legion, the navigation system comes to life, plotting the course to the designated location. The Lexicon's engines respond smoothly, a testament to the successful repairs. You take one last look around the cargo, ensuring everything is in place for the stage ambush. The Navigator AI cube remains secure within its container. Its faint glow a constant reminder of the potential dangers that lie ahead. Okay. As the lexicon gets closer to the location, a a transmission. Transmission is received onto Lex's console. I want to say that it's either Maximus himself or Harlan checking in. So you press the button on the console to answer the transmission, and the face of the heart individual appears to be a view screen. Okay. My first thought was Maximus here. The towering leader of the Legion. He has piercing blue eyes bore into your ears, expression stern and unbending. Lexicon. This is him. I like that the AI went straight to Maximus for this part. I'm here. I hear you have a situation that requires my unique set of skills. Max just grumble. Tell me everything. Okay. I'm going to just basically do a story dump here, exposition dump. Let's see. Take a deep breath. I'm breathing, explaining the situation from the outside delivery navigator. I keyed to the suspicions about Hugo's interest in blood money. Lex concludes the the details of his travels so far, excluding anything related to Rorin and his team. Lex secretly opens another communication channel straight to Rorin with text explaining he has Maximus online now, and and only to listen in. Only to listen in. All right. Let's see how this works out. I want Rowan to kind of stand behind the side just in case, while this trade essentially proceeds as planned. Maximus listens intently as you lay out the details of your predicament. His eyes narrow as you mention Hugo and the potential threat that pays close the second void as preliminary reserves. As you finish your explanation, Maximus leans back in his chair, contemplating your words. This indeed is a troubling situation. Lex, actually, let's do a say here. I understand that I have no say or power here, as just a traveler, a transporter, but I feel that my recipient has been compromised, and that Hugo is already within the sector. You may see the complication here. Compromised. Okay. Next, let's see how Maximus replies. And also forgot to mention that Wizard has a. I guess Wizard's a Microsoft AI. I just realized that. Has 64,000 context window with the credits, which is actually very impressive. Um, Maximus rubs his chin thoughtfully, and muscles under his jaw tighten. You're right, Lex. This is bigger than a simple cargo delivery. Ego's involvement changes everything. If they're after blowing it, they're destabilize the entire sector and jeopardize the Legion's operations. That's why I'm staging this ambush to make it Hugo seem okay. Let's say to trick Hugo into thinking this was just another day in Sector Void. Also, to keep their suspicion off of my well-being, of course. So I have to be a little selfish here, obviously. Naxos nods a glint of approval in his piercing blue eyes. Jesus, a wise move, Lex. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I have a strange little sound bite coming through my headset. I'm not sure if it's an ongoing issue or not. I'm gonna pause the video and take a look at my settings here. Okay, everything seems okay now. I just resetted my headset. It was coming through that faint hum sound effect I have in the background. I'm glad I had that sound effect going because it was like a grainy noise. I'm not sure if you guys even heard it, but I'm gonna make a note of it around 9:30. Okay, so let's continue. So, um, all right, where was I? Staging a wise move, Lex Lexicon. Staging an ambush will not only throw Hugo off your trail, but also provide Legion with the opportunity to check against them. He pauses for a moment, gaze intense and focused. We will coordinate with you to make this answer as convincing as possible. Can there uh, be a promise of minimal damage to my vessel? I've already gone through some costly repairs from a prior engagements with some space bandits. You're engaged, congratulations. Maximus grins, revealing a row of perfectly formed minimal damage, you say. I can't make any promises, but we'll do our best to avoid causing unnecessary harm to your vessel. After all, we wouldn't want to ruin a perfectly good ship, especially one that belongs to a potential ally. You not understand the risk involved in the plan. I appreciate that, Maximus, sir. Okay. How far out is your team? Maximus checks his console and responds, my team is currently stationed at one of our outposts nearby. We can be at the designated location within the hour. As soon as your ship enters the coordinates provided, we'll initiate the ambush. You acknowledge the response, prepare to Lexicon for the stage attack. You make a mental note to secure all the valuables and check the ship's security systems. Okay. Lex ends, or I should say Maximus, ends the transmission and opens the feed to Roran to see if he was listening in. Did I type that right? Okay, good. Roran's voice comes through to a secondary channel in the stone stairs. I heard everything. This is a bold move, allying with the Legion, but it might just work. Remember to keep your guard up. Maximus and his crew are not to be trusted blindly. All right, so this is where I have to have a backup plan in case this all goes south. So, what to do? Because we want to push the AI into letting this backup uh, remain in play as obviously as backup in the background, I should say. But I'm thinking that because we have the AI cube, we can perhaps maybe we can back the AI up into. Oh, we still have the headset. That's right. We still have the little mini AI helmets on. I want to say, in case this goes south, we can have a backup of data from the AI if Navigator allows us. So I explain. Um, that is why I have you on now. My backup plan is as follows. Let's see. I will ask Navigator to back up any and all information regarding what it has identified, what it has gathered about blood money into my headset AI, which was called what, like N1, M1? I know I have as an item. N1, yeah. They both call that Navigator. General Intelligence Navigator. This one's Navigator. Okay, so it's a kind of similar brand, I guess. Navigator N1. That way, if Maximus pulls some kind of stunt and takes the AI, well, what would be the stunt per se? Because I'm basically just giving Maximus everything, and most likely they'll get into an encounter with Hugo. I'm not necessarily. I'm losing a delivery here, but I don't see a problem here. I'm trying to think what the issue would be, because we're also trying to craft the issue, so it's really up to us. But my plan to back up the AI's information is probably just not necessarily a Trojan horse, but a a method of leverage, perhaps. I don't want to like pull a fast one on Maximus, because then I'll have them on my ass. Maybe backing up the information is not ideal, but perhaps copying over to mine is just all that's all I'm going to do. It's strictly as insurance. So that's why I have you on now. My backup plans is as follows. I will ask Navigator back up any and all information regarding what it has gathered about my into my headset AI. Copy. That way, if Max pulls a quick some kind of stunt and damages my ship, I at least have some valuable information to sell to use as insurance. Okay, that's all I'm gonna. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. So if Maximus destroys my ship as some kind of just because there's some brute, they're just brutes basically. You quickly make your way back to the cargo hold where the navigator AI is secured, tucked away in its container. As you approach, the faint glow emitting from the cracked corner catches your eye, a constant reminder of the powerful tech inside. Okay, so Rowan shares. We didn't really get this view of what Rowan was going to say. His opinion through your comm while you ask the navigator AI to back up all the data, all its findings onto your headset AI and one. Let's see how I can juggle these two things going at the same time. I think I did a story one. Rowan's voice comes to the headset. That's a smart move, Lex. Having a backup information could play leverage if things don't go as planned in the future. You carefully open the container. The metallic cube floats up to meet your hands. The holographic interface springs to life before your eyes. You speak to the navigator. Now, I'm not going to mention to the AI that hey, by the way, you're going to get stolen once again. So, navigator. Oh, let's see. Lex asks navigator if it could back up its findings onto Lex's headset AI, the N1. Okay. The navigator responds affirmative, initiating. Wow, okay, I guess we have permission to do that. Initiating data transfer to your headset AI N1. A series of complex data streams are visible on the holographic interface as the AI begins the backup process. You can see the progress bar filling up, indicating successful transfer of valuable information regarding blood money and Nico's activities. Oh, okay, good. So this is interesting. So let's add this to our. This will be a resource. We're going to do AI backed up information, data backed up from Navigator to Lex's headset AI, the N1. This is a resource. Actually, more so, I guess it's an item or a quest. What do I call this? Because it's a digital data, so a digital item. A collection of valuables stored in the N1. It contains information on terrain routes, threats, sector void, as well as communication logs and context. It also details Hugo's presence in Sector Void and their interest in blood money. So, AI data, insurance, um, N1 navigator. Okay, good. That's a digital item. All right, so we got that stored on our book. Um, Lex thanks the AI and tells it to wipe wipe all interactions it has had with Lex and to remain dormant until it is delivered to Hugo. Here we go. We can't go back on this. The navigator owner responds, data transfer complete. All interactions findings related to Blood Money Hugo have successfully been back to me. And one, as per instructions, I have wiped my memory of all interactions with you, Lex. I'll remain in dormant state until my delivery to Hugo complete. Okay, so the AI cube settles back into its container. Lex closes up the box, crate, and seals it this time. Whoops, I guess I was right. Seals it this time with a special tool to cover the evidence of usage. Lex goes back to his cockpit and updates Rowan on what transpired, knowing Rowan probably heard the interaction. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, you sit back in your pilot's chair, the tension in your muscles slowly easing as you wrap up your preparations for the impending ambush. The caution, the console beeps softly, indicating the lexicon is on course when it reaches the designated coordinates shortly. Rowan's voice crackles through the I heard the entire interaction. Looks like you've done well covering the tracks to your backup information. Let's see. Rowan, oh, let's see. Lex asks Rowan if there is any good Rowan can use of this backed up data, or if Lex should keep hold of it. Because this data could be worth, thousands of credits for other competing crime families. Rowan's voice comes to the calm, thoughtful measure. This data could be a game changer for us, Lex. Okay, so let's see. In what way? In what way? Rowan responds, with this information, we could potentially track Hugo's movements and understand our objectives better. It might even give us a leverage if we need to rally other factions against them, basically causing a war. But it's also dangerous. If Hugo finds out we have this data, we'll become targets. So you're saying my headset alone is Pandora's box. Oops, I didn't spell headset right. Ron chuckles at your knowledge. In a manner of speaking, yes. The information stored in your headset could be an open up the world of trouble or opportunity. It's all about how we use it. He takes a moment to think to continue. I suggest that we keep this information to ourselves for now. We need to be careful and strategic about how we proceed. Okay. Okay, so on Lex's radar, a ship is picked up and bleeps, showing its quick arrival. All right. The sudden appearance of the ship on your radar sends a jolt of adrenaline coursing through your veins. You quickly check the ship's identification signature, confirming that it belongs to the Legion vessel. It's much larger and more heavily armored than your own. A stark reminder of the power and influence wielded by Maximus' crew. You pick up your headset and open a secure channel Maximus. Okay. Alright. Maximus, by the size of that ship I see, you are near. Maximus's voice comes through your headset deeply resonant. Yes, Lex. We've arrived. Prepare for the ambush. As you acknowledge this message, you can see the Legion's ship maneuvering into position on your console's display. The massive vessel looms ominously, casting shadow over the lexicon. Alright, so, my Maximus, while you board, I'm I will remain on the side in the cargo hold just to make sure this trade goes as planned. I expect nothing in return, simply you taking the cargo. Alright, let's see how this works out. Maximus' voice rumbles through the headset. Understood, Lex. We'll make this a convincing. Once we secure this cargo, you're free to go. Remember, play your part and we'll handle the rest. When the planet's in motion, you feel the familiar vibrations of your ship's and Legion's crew begins to approach. Okay. So basically, I leave my chair and enter the cargo hold with my blaster behind my hip, holstered. I should say, a blaster holstered behind my hip. At my waist. As you enter the cargo hold, the tension is palpable. Containers are neatly arranged so the metallic surfaces reflect in the dim light of the hold. Position yourself strategically near the container holding the navigator IQ. Your hand resting casually on the blaster of the hip. Outside, you hear the muffled thump of a Legion's ship docking with the lexicon. I step off to the side with my arms crossed. I still have my. Whoops, I have an idea. With my headset on, I secretly record a visual of this entire exchange. Alright, so hopefully there's no flashing red light on my headset. I don't have to get release forms. The cargo hold holds airlock hisses as it acquires pressure, and the doors slide open with a heavy thud. A group of burly figures clad in rugged armor, adorned with the Legion's insignia, stride into the hold. Their leader, a towering figure with shaved head and piercing eyes, stands at the forefront. You recognize his Max's deployed state of the Legion. Welcome aboard. Aboard. Here's the cargo. All 10 containers. Okay, hopefully it doesn't pull a fast one. Maximus nods at the greeting, his eyes scanning the cargo hold before settling on the containers. Good to see you, Excellent. So let's get this done quickly and efficiently. His voice echoing off the middle walls. His crew moves to practice positions, securing each container with an anti-gravity list. The leader himself approaches the container housing. Oh, interesting. Alright. He just goes right up to the AI itself. So I keep an eye on Maximus' actions near the Q container. Let's see, hoping that my sealing work is convincing enough. If my fixes on the crate are convincing enough. Maximus and team methodically move through the cargo hold, securing out each container parentheses. When Max approaches the container with the Navigate IQ, he can't help but feel a surge of anticipation. He gives the container a cursory glance before gesturing to his crew to load it onto the ship. Now, here's a plot hole. I know of the AI. I believe I told Max is the AI, and I have it sealed right there. So I'm acting like, well, did I ever tell Maximus of that? Hey, I opened up the box and there's an AI in there. Let me retrace my steps. I think I stepped into a plot hole, which is not a huge issue. So it's ambush the tricky on the other side. No power here. I'm looking for my actions. You set the coordinates to ambush. Like I mentioned, I have the powerful AI cube device and that. Yep, I did. Okay. Let's just roll with it. Satisfied? Maybe I did it. Okay, let's just say I did it for Hugo's sake. Satisfied. Max turns to face you, a hint of a smile playing. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You've held your end of the deal. We'll take it from here. I lower my arms to the side and smile. I watch as his crew moves off the ship into theirs. As I watch Maximus and his crew depart with the cargo, you can't help but feel a sense of relief. The plan seems to have worked flawlessly, and the Legion's crew moves efficiently, securing the containers in the ship before disengaging from Lexicon. Oh, once the locked doors close behind you, you make your way back to the cockpit and initiate contact with Rowan, eager to update him on the situation. Okay, so that went well. I was expecting some kind of conflict there, like maybe Maximus, I don't know, doesn't necessarily shoot me, but why would he? But more so, perhaps the ship? Let's see he does that. While Lex sits in his captain's chair, Maximus fires a warning shot. Oh, let's do this. Hugo appears, and the Legion vessel prepares to leave. Suddenly, a Hugo vessel appears out of camo with weapons aimed at both of us. The Hugo vessel is massive, twice the size of the Legion's. Preparing to update Rowan, and the Legion prepares to leave. Appears out of camo and camouflage, camouflage, and weapons aimed at the Legion. Here's a twist that we definitely need. The sudden appearance of the Hugo vessel sends a shockwave of tension to the Lexicon. Your heart races as you watch the opposing ship materialize on your console display. Its weapons trained on the Legion's vessel. Cockpits filled with low humming of ship systems, stark contrast to the deafening silence that has fallen over the sector. Let's see. you hear a transmission come through of Yugo officials detailing their presence and the inquiry about the cargo. Lex thinks that the ambush worked too well, and that Yugo thinks arrived too early with Legion still present. So that's what I'm basically thinking. Like, Yugo came in, and they're like, "Oh shit, this pirate ship basically just took our stuff, and now they're about to leave." When, like, we were hoping, I was hoping that, in my character's thoughts, he was thinking that Legion would get back to their home planet or home base to, settle in, and then I would tell Yugo, "Hey, Yugo, by the way, I got ambushed. The I don't know who it was, but they just fled with all your containers." So now it's obviously they're too. So I'm basically just trying to give the AI a little sprinkle of guidance here with this twist. Lex opens a secure communication channel. Max is hoping to coordinate a response to an unexpected arrival. Max's voice crackles through the headset, a low growl filled with tension. You see them, Lex. Uh, they seem to have arrived a tad too early. They seem to have arrived a tad too early. Alright, we can't forget Rowan is still on the other line. Max's response is forced steadily despite their escalating situation. It seems so. We need to act quickly and decisively. Stand by and follow my lead. As you watch the standoff unfold, your constant beeps indicating incoming transmission from the Eagle vessel. You hesitate for a moment before accepting the call. In the face of the stern uniformed individual appears on the view screen. This is Lex of the Lexicon. State your... Well, okay, how should I play this? There's two possibilities here. I can play the part, which I do have to do. So, yeah, I have to say that I've just been ambushed rather peacefully. uh, I I was en route, however you say it, en route to deliver cargo to, I won't say, hey, it's your cargo, but to planet Noble, recipient, recipient Harlan. But these these space pirates just stole my cargo, my inventory, or whatever. Recipient Harlan. So now we're playing the part. The stern-faced Hugo official on the view screen scrutinizes you for a moment, his eyes narrowing. Lex Luxon, we have been monitoring your ship's movements and detected unusual activity. It appears that your cargo has been intercepted by the Legion, a known criminal organization operating within the sector. You maintain a calm facade, hoping that your performance is convincing enough. I'm going to say, the Legion never, never would I have thought the day they stepped onto my ship. Never would I have thought the day they stepped onto my ship. I'm basically doing all freaking poetic and like you exclaim with faint outrage, your hands clutching the edges of your console in dramatic display of frustration. I've been double crossed. I demand that you take action against these criminals and recover my stolen cargo. Yeah, Hugo raises an eyebrow, seemingly intrigued by your distress. We understand the situation. Okay, so um, I look to the separate. I look to my headset's view uh, UI for the recording progress, making sure it's still on. As the U official speaks, you suddenly glance at the headset view on your console, ensuring the recording of the conversation is progressing smoothly. The small indicator light is solid green, confirming that the entire chain is being captured by your headset and the N1. The recording could serve as a valuable evidence of the potential bargaining chip in the future dealings with both Hugo and Legion. Okay, so I take a look outside to see the how Legion is handling this sudden surprise. Hugo appearance. A wild Hugo has a beard. Okay. You swivel your chair slightly to glance out the cockpit window. Your glance focus on the unfolding drama outside. The Hugo vessel looms large, its imposing form casting a shadow over the Lexicon and Legion's ship. The Legion's crew caught off guard by the sudden appearance, scrambled to prepare their defenses. Uh-oh. What to do here? I actually want to let the AI control the story for this part. I want to see if there's gonna be a dogfight or something. But to think that Yugo's vessel is this massive attack craft, like a Star Destroyer style ship, and then the Legion's is kind of like a freight carrier or just a very like rigged out, you know, Frankenstein looking vessel with a lot of parts sticking out and maybe kind of like a Starcraft, a certain, I don't think of it's a green ship that has the two big wings that kind of has a little head sticking out. It's a Star Trek vessel. Um, I forgot the alien race, but Klingon or something like that. But I don't think it's actually Klingons. Anywho, uh, that's how I picture the ship of the Legion. Mine is obviously a small little transport transport vessel with minimal, not on much as far as physical or attack potential, but maybe heavy on defenses. So uh, I strap I strap my seatbelt and prepare for the worst. Let's just say that. As the security seatbelt, the tension in the cockpit is almost tangible. The Eagle's vessel presents a looming threat, and the Legion ship is currently on the high alert. You watch as the crews rush about, preparing for potential conflict. However, Max's voice comes through your headset, a harsh whisper that barely contains his frustration. Like, so we didn't anticipate Hugo showing up so quickly. That's true. My thoughts exactly. My thoughts exactly. So now we're kind of stuck on the side here, potentially becoming enemies with both these guys. We need to strike. We need to stick to the plan and make this convincing. Remember, you're the victim here. You're not even though Maxis can't see you and respond. Understood. I'll play my part. As to keep the communication line open, Maxis must maintain contact with Rowan, updating him on the sudden turn of events. Let's see. I whisper to Rowan, hoping he is en route, hoping he is taking notes, or I should say, jokingly, hoping he is taking notes. Rowan's voice is intense, but still carries a hint of dark humor as he normally likes. I'm recording every bit of this. It's not every day you can see a showdown between the Legion and Yugo. Okay. The Yugo ship approaches the Legion vessel with weapons charging and another communication, another transmission to Maximus himself. I could be thrown under the bus here, though. That's wrong. The Yugo's vessel communication signal blinks on your console, indicating a direct message from Maximus. You relay the information to him, your voice steady despite the danger. Maximus Yugo is hailing you. Maximus grunts acknowledgement, his voice activating the headset, patch them through. Why would he? Wait, why are they patching through me to them? That doesn't make it. I think I didn't really state that correctly. I'm going to erase that. Let's edit this. So, weapon charging and a direct uh, transmission from Yugo to Max himself that Lex can see on his readers, on his scanners, but unable to listen in. Continue. Maximus' voice comes through your headset filled with cold air. Yugo, you have no jurisdiction here. The sector void, not your personal playground. The Yugo official on the other end of the transmission remains calm and composed. Max's state of vision, your actions have not gone unnoticed. The cargo you've stolen from Lex is of great importance to us. Interesting. Continue. I want to see where this is going. Maximus' voice responded, the dangerous edge on this word. Yugo has no claim over this cargo. It belongs to us now, fair and square. The Yugo official retorts, we have reason to believe that the cargo contains an item of significant strategic value to our organization. Stand down, Maximus. Turn the cargo and face the full might of Yugo. I'm going to back my ship up a bit. I back my ship up from the impending firefight. You quickly input the commands in your console, maneuvering the Lexicon away from the escalating standoff between Legion and Yugo. The engines hum to life, smoothly propelling your ship backward and away from the medium danger zone. As you put some distance between your vessel and the looming threat of your ship, you can't help but feel a sense of relief wash over you. Yeah, but you can't help. That's not my favorite. I hate seeing that line. It seems to be an ongoing thing no matter what AI I use. Wizard, Extral, haven't used these two yet. Llama is just a 2000 context window. GPT-4 could be, you know what, just for the heck of it, let's try GPT-4. Oh, right, I can't, it has a safety feature. Let's stick with Wizard. I don't like to be constrained like that. That's fine. We still have the 64,000 context window. Okay. Anywho, so, what to do here? What to do here? Let's just hit continue, see what happens. The Lexicon moves smoothly away from the brawling conflict, the engines humming quietly in the vast expanse of the sector void. You keep a watchful eye on the situation unfolding between the Legion and Yugo, your hand resting lightly on the ship's controls, ready to react at a moment's notice. The tension between the two formidable factions is palpably familiar. Okay, so in the distance, Lex sees. Oh, I have a great idea. Lex sees dozens of other fleets in different fleets approach and surround the. I have a great idea. This is perfect. Surround the two combating vessels. There appears to be a diverse selection of insignias on each set of ships. At least 5 other potential factions. Each ship has its own unique design with various weapons drawn mainly on Yugo, who is basically the bully in this playground, if you think about it. on Hugo. Rowan then suddenly chimes in through your feed and says he here's the thing. Rowan this entire time has been not Morse code, but like basically send out warning messages to each respectable faction of the Void and explaining what's going on. And now here's the entire clan. Here's the entire all the factions coming in, and through your feed, and explains he has sent out a warning call to each respectable faction in the Void of this ongoing Hugo presence. Like smiles and claps. Let's see. Giving Rowan credit where credit is due. Lex says that was pure genius. Rowan mentions he was doing this the moment Hugo appeared on radar. Okay, this is a big one. Let's see how the AI handles it. This is the big twist moment. Another twist, essentially, after. But this is basically how I picture it. Okay, Rowan's voice comes through your headset, filled with a sense of accomplishment. I knew we couldn't take on Hugo alone. The best strategy was to rally all the other factions in the sector. Sector Void has its fair share of lost owners, but most of the factions here value their independence and want to let Hugo encroaching on their territory. This just got really bad for Hugo, but definitely gave Legion an upper hand. Alright, let's see what happens here. The Nexus voice rumbles through your headset, a hint of triumph in his lips. It seems to have some unexpected allies in this fight. The Legion welcomes their support against Hugo's aggression. Now, here's the thing with the story. There is several, we haven't really touched base with the other factors yet. They're kind of in the background character status. But this little allied ship going on can create an ongoing war against Hugo. So all the factions put against their differences to fight a common enemy. Basically, that's where I'm trying to go with the story here. As you mention the situation unfold from a safe distance, you see the Hugo vessel scanning the area and sectors go down and picking up the approaching fleet. The Hugo uniformed individual hails. Oops, not spell hails. Hails Lex's comm and is confused by this predicament. Lex smiles, unable to continue playing the part. Let's see if this is a good thing to do. I just basically made enemies with Hugo. Hugo's official voice comes through at a hint of concern creeping into his confident tone. Lex, what is the meaning of the 7th Fleet Assembly? Explain yourself. Continuous amusement and unflinching response to the hint of mockery in his voice. You messed with the, I should say, this was a surprise to me too, Hugo. It appears that you've messed with the wrong sector. I'm kind of playing the part, but like also laughing about it. Yugo's official face hardens and the voice as he processes Lux's words. He attempts to maintain composure and edit, but the hint of panic in his eyes betrays his concern over the rapidly escalating situation. All of the entire surrounding fleet circles, approaches Yugo in one solid line, similar to a firing squad. The Legion ship sides with the others. Well, like, I just picture the entire fleet, one strong line, like literally face to face with Legion's vast vessel. The Yugo official stammers, "This is an act of war, and you will regret this decision." Max's voice booms through your headset, a defiant roar that echoes the center of the fleet. You guys overstepped its bounds for the first time. The sector will not bow to your tyranny. I'll say, well said. So now I'm kind of making allies with the entire sector compared to Yugo. It's basically choose your devil basically. As the situation intensifies, the Eagle vessel finds itself vastly outnumbered. The combined fleets of sectors, which faction fleet and legion, has successfully managed to encircle the Eagle ship, creating an opposing barrier firepower. Eagle's official's voice trembles with barely concealed rage as it makes one last attempt to negotiate. This is your final warning. Let's see. Another ship drops out of warp alongside the Lexicon. It appears to be Rowan, who can be seen in the cockpit. Rowan's ship, the Starlight Marauder, pulls up alongside the Lexicon, its familiar form and boat in sight with this escalating tension. Rowan's voice comes through as in returning amidst the chaos. Lex, I'm here, we'll face this together. Oh, how? This is just simply beautiful. Lex, I'm here. Perfect. Okay. Well, the the Yugo vessel seems to drift away while still maintaining base with the Legion. Rowan's arrival in the Starlight Marauder brings a renewed sense of confidence. The sight of the ship is a clear statement of solidarity, and it serves as a moral booster for both you and the assembled factions of the Sector Void. The Yugo vessel, now facing an even more formidable opposition, appears to be reconsidering its aggressive stance. The Yugo vessel hails everyone. Okay, let's just say that. The Yugo official's face appears to be on the view screens of all the assembled ships, expression one of the agreement. This is Commander. Oh, okay, we have a new character. This is Commander Xerix of the United Galactic Order. We did not come here to provoke a competition. Our intention was to ensure the safety and security of our valuable assets that notoriously has been believed to be on board the Lexicon. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Let's add a new character. We have Commander NPC, Commander Xerix. Let's say Commander. I could just do Xerix. There we go. Commander of Yugo. Okay. Let's see. Yugo, Commander, Leader, United Galactic Order. Also as the Commander of Yugo, is notorious figure of the lawless. Not really within the lawless. He is said to be a brilliant strategist. Is a notorious and infamous figure within Tori's infamous, I'll just say, with a bad reputation throughout the sector void. He said be a brilliant strategist and feared fighter, in the leading faction of the Iron Fist, leading Hugo with an Iron Fist. Many believe that he benefits from advancing technologies, giving villainous an edge in the domination of the Milky Way. That's better. Let's just see. Let's just continue. I think I'm going to be closing out this episode here shortly. I just want to see how it ends here. Maybe Maximus will chime in. Max watches as Hugo vessel revealing the futility of combat against the combined fight of the Sector Void's factions, lowers its weapons and retreats from the immediate area. The tension in the sector dissipates almost as quickly as it arises, replaced a palpable sense of victory and united unity among the other various factions. Okay, so we'll end it here. So Hugo leaves. We just avoided some conflict, a firefight, dogfight, whatever. And we, Legion has the cargo with the AI. I have a backup copy of the. Oh, right. Let's close off a few things before we end the episode. Lex ends the recording on his headset. He looks to Rowan and his team, who is waving back. The Legion ship hails Lex once more, while every other vessel warps back home, warps back to their respective territories. Again, I don't want them to be. I don't want to explore the other factions just yet. I want it to be us, Legion, Marauders, and Hugo. Oh yeah, there's also Harlan too. We haven't really touched base about what happened to him. The Legion's ship comm lights up, and Maximus' breath voice tells the cockpit. Lex, that was some impressive maneuvering back there. Yes, me drifting backwards a bit was just astonishing. You've got some serious balls, and I respect that. Maximus chuckles, the sound of resonance with the weight of this authority. We'll be taking our leave now, but this isn't the last you'll see of us. Oh, okay. Same here, Maximus. Keep your door open. I may have more for you in the future. Max's voice rumbles to calm, amused, and sincere. I'll hold you to that, Lex. Stay safe out there, and don't hesitate to reach out if you find yourself in need of assistance, or if you stumble upon another lucrative opportunity. Okay, so we're allies of Legion. They're not as bad as we presumed. Their ship flies off. The Legion turns to a set direction and warps away. Lex sits back in his chair, captain's chair, and leans back, taking a deep breath. All right, I think that's where I close. Unless you have to mention something about Rowan. That was pretty tense. As the adrenaline from your recent standoff begins to ebb away, you find yourself alone in the vast expanse of sector where cockpit lecture on silence, saving the soft hum, occasional beat from the console. You take a moment to collect your thoughts, reflecting on the events. Okay, so I'm assuming Rowan flew away too, so it's just us. And that's where I'm going to end this episode. So this was very good. I liked the way it went. yeah, this was really good. It's a good little story going on here, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, now we're in the middle of space, and we're probably gonna go back to actually, we're probably gonna. I don't know. We could go to Planet Noble. Most likely that's where Yugo is. So I'll stay away from that. Or we're gonna go back to the Stop Haven to rendezvous with what's her name? Rowan and the Marauders. So as far as this episode goes, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time on A3 RPG. Thanks for watching.